Little Sister number 9 is the point where the series became official. They released a new Little Sister book every single month for 10 years in a row? How are these books so popular?
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
Karen's friends talk about sleepovers. None of them have been to a sleepover before, even though they're all 7 and 8. How is that possible? I mean, I know, no sane person would invite Karen to stay with them for an extended period of time, but we started sleepovers for our kid at age 4. Dad gives permission for Karen to have a sleepover. She brags about it at school, and the book skips ahead 11 days. That's a big time jump. Karen and Christy make a list of things to do at sleepovers. Then we jump ahead another week to when Karen makes invitations. Why does Karen take such long breaks in between party prep in this book? Christy says at Babysitters Club sleepovers, they always play Truth or Dare and put on makeup. I kind of wish we got to see that in one of the BSC books. All the girls in class get invitations, except Nancy. Hers gets lost in the mail for a few days. Nancy is so mad, she tattletales on Karen for drawing in a school book. Karen doesn't get to go to recess that day, and she's so mad, she uninvites Nancy from the sleepover. Nancy later apologizes, but Karen stays firm because they're not best friends anymore, they're best enemies. A new student named Pamela joins the class. Pamela has cool clothes, but she's kind of a jerk. She's picky and snobby at the sleepover. She acts like the other girls are little babies. She makes fun of Karen for having stuffed animals. She thinks Wizard of Oz is boring, and she refuses to use a sleeping bag like everyone else. Multiple times, Karen wishes Nancy was there because Nancy could tell Pamela off. What? Is Karen saying she's incapable of mouthing off to a girl she doesn't like? Because in all the other books, she has no problem being a brat. Continuity. Karen talks things over with Christy, and she decides to invite Nancy to the sleepover. Nancy comes right away and makes jokes at Pamela's expense. The other girls laugh, so all is right with the world now. The power goes out temporarily. All the girls are scared. Karen makes fun of the way Natalie snorts whenever she cries. How many times does Karen make fun of her? 8! 8 times in one chapter! That's how many times Karen uses the word snort in reference to Natalie. True, Pamela calls Natalie a wimp, but it's not like Karen's that much nicer than Pamela. The girls talk until midnight, and Sam scares them with a monster mask when they raid the refrigerator. Dad forces everyone to go to bed at this point. They wake up late the next morning and have a breakfast picnic in the backyard. Karen, Hanny, and Nancy decide never to fight again. They're going to be the Three Musketeers, which is the name of their super special book. The end. Post-book follow-up. Here's the Karen drinking game. Karen mostly complained about Pamela. I wasn't sure if I should count Karen making fun of Natalie as a complaint. Is that a complaint, or is it just Karen's being a huge jerk? I didn't enjoy this book. At the start, Karen and Christy make a list of things to do at the sleepover. Every single thing on their list has an entire chapter dedicated to it. It's like Anne Martin put the book's outline into the book itself. The story is simplistic. Karen wants to have a sleepover, and they have a sleepover. That's all. The book is 60 pages describing a second grade sleepover. The subplot with Nancy and Pamela was a little interesting, but it seems arbitrary that Karen needs Nancy there to deal with Pamela. Karen should be able to deal with Pamela herself. Karen had a mean confrontation with Nancy over the invitation mishap early on in the book, so it's not like Karen's incapable of telling someone off. Overall, the book's pretty light fare. It's a fluffy piece about some kids at a sleepover. I'm sure some little girls could enjoy it, but I didn't like it. I thought it was just super boring. Maybe I'm just as snobby as Pamela is. I give Babysitter's Little Sister number 9, Karen's Sleepover, a thumbs down.